Welcome to the OpenAI Codex CLI course. Before Codex can be genuinely useful in a project, it needs to understand that project. In Lesson 1, we start where every new repo should start, the init command, which writes an AGENTS.md file that teaches Codex how to build, test, and run your code. Let's open the terminal and watch it happen. Here we are in a fresh repository. Nothing set up yet. Let's run init and see what it produces. We start in a brand new repo, and the very first thing we type is /init. On its own, with no arguments, this tells Codex to look around the project and write down what it learns, so it isn't starting blind every session. Watch the status line while it works. Codex is scanning the repository, reading the file layout, the package scripts, and the test setup, building a picture of how this project is actually put together before it writes anything. And there's the result. Codex created an agents.md file, capturing how to build, test, and run the code, and it even detected the stack, a Node and TypeScript project using npm scripts and vdist. That's the project's memory, on disk. So what did it actually write? Agents.md is a plain markdown file that Codex reads at the start of every session in this directory. It holds your build and test commands plus the conventions you want the agent to follow. One thing to remember if you're coming from Claude code. This is the exact same idea as a Claude.md file. Codex just calls it agents.md, and both do the same job, teaching the agent your repo once so you never repeat yourself. Here's what to keep. So init writes agents.md, a plain file where Codex learns how your repo builds, tests, and runs. Codex reads that file automatically at the start of every session in the directory, so the context is always there. Keep that file updated as your conventions change. It's living documentation the agent genuinely uses. Head to Standarity.com for the full Codex CLI course. And join us in Lesson 2, where model and fast pick the right brain and speed.